It's not about how much you're worth. It's about how much you can convince someone to pay you. But you should always ask for more just for the hell of it. Rams star wide receiver Cooper Kupp says he isn't trying to bankrupt the franchise as he's up for a contract extension at a moment when his colleagues are getting paid and setting the market. Stephon Diggs of the Buffalo Bills, Devontae Adams of the Raiders, and Tyreek Hill of the Dolphins are all set to make somewhere between $24 and $30 million per year with their new contracts. However, none of them have accomplished what Kupp did in 2021, and despite the 28-year-old is saying he's not trying to beat anybody. After a season in which Kupp led the NFL in receptions with 145, receiving touchdowns with 16, and receiving yards over 1,900, a feature that only Jerry Rice, Sterling Sharp, and Steve Smith Jr. have done since the merger. Kupp balled out in the postseason with 40 catches for over 590 yards and 7 touchdowns as he was named Offensive Player of the Year and Super Bowl MVP after a season in which he was trying to become the first wide receiver to win the regular season MVP. Well, I think it's important to be here, be around the guys, and be around this team, Kupp said about the situation. The goal at the end of the day is to win another world title. Whatever's going to get us in a place where we can compete for another world title puts us in a better position where we can be a better football team. That's the goal. I think the best thing I can do is to be part of that. Kupp has 2 more years left on his deal, but you can expect Los Angeles to engage his camp about an extension sooner rather than later. Last season, Kupp became the first player since the 2005 NFL season to win the NFL's Triple Crown, leading the league in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. He's just the 4th player since 1970 to achieve this record-breaking season. To date, Spotrac has Kupp down as earning little over $23 million in his entire NFL career. Let that sink in. The man had a record-breaking season with the LA Rams and has only made $23 million his entire NFL career. But given this production, that should be the amount he receives at minimum per year in a new deal. And not just because he's proven he's worth it, but because that's the new going rate of a player of his caliber and for a guy who can produce in a quick heartbeat. Cooper Kupp is the best wide receiver in the NFL, so you might as well get that money, Coop. The team you play for just spent $5 billion on a new stadium. Trust me, they can afford to give you a raise.